Okay. We'll just let's keep going. Okay, so my bad. Old girl at the closet, and she goes over and sit on the couch, and Kenny's in the kitchen, and okay, she smelled so bad, and I couldn't figure it out. But even at this point, I have never cheated on Kenny. Never even thought of it. Never even thought that he would cheat on me actually at this point. And okay, let's go. Okay, if I can imagine you're going to cheat, please, she ain't gonna smell like this. This bitch stunk. She smells so bad. She smelled like ass, pussy, unclean D's, some dog licking. Yeah, babe.
Did you take my charger?
No, I didn't, love bug.
Are you sure it's not there anymore?
I didn't take your charger, love bug. Okay, you gotta come and say hello.
For you need my charger back?
Yeah. Okay, come say hello. Stoop down, say hi.
Hi.
Come down. No. We can't see your face.
Hi.
Let's see that beautiful face. Oh, wait. Sit up. Oh. Okay,
Hi.
look. Take your glasses. Look how beautiful you are. Okay, what charger? Wait. I'm a little too thick. Wait. Come here. I would look too fat there. Come here. Wait. Come here. I don't want to look fat. Okay, come here.
You're not fat.
I'm not.
No.
Okay, am I beautiful?
Yeah.
I'm not too thick?
No.
You just want your charger, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have your charger. I don't even know what you're talking
You
about.
should. My
I
iPhone
promise
charger.
you. I don't know what
No,
you're talking about.
You
No,
took
I
it.
promise
I
you.
took
Okay,
it.
I'm telling you.
You took it. I know you took it.
No, baby, I really do not have your charger. This is all I have.
Can I use your charger?
What charger? Okay, bye.
Charger.
Okay, bye.
Charger.
Okay, what? Oh, we only had 3 minutes on this. Okay, what charger?
iPhone charger.
Okay, which one you want?
iPhone charger.
Okay, so is it like this one?
Okay.
This one?
Yeah.
And then bring me the other one you already chewed out, probably.
No, I don't have that one. You
Okay, so you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait, come here. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Love you. Wait, you're not gonna take Brownie and nobody with you? No edits. Okay, that's only 3 minutes. That's my beautiful daughter. She did that just for that charger. Because if it wasn't for that, she wouldn't have did it. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so old girl sat on the couch. Remember, we coming down the stairs, every other picture. I'm not showed. And we see Kenny, and then, okay, so these things happen. And then, so the smell, it was like, he can't be that desperate. There's no way. And if he is, oh, who the fuck? And this is really what I'm thinking, but as I'm coming down the stairs and he's looking at me and I'm looking at her, Layla, no, Chunky, no. And then she goes sit on the couch. There's no way. There's no way. So we go on. Oh, girl, I allow her to sleep. Remember when you go up the stairs, if you go straight, I allowed her to sleep in that room. But where I found her at, if you go up the stairs and every other picture was not me but him, and you go to the left, and then right there was our room, and she was in the closet, and there's a bathroom there. And okay, so whoop de whoop. Yeah, she still ain't no way. What the if who huh? Really? Ain't no way in God's green earth. And even if she didn't stink, and even if it wasn't this dramatic, but making it that dramatic, ain't no way. Oh, really? You ain't that desperate. I ain't even got no doubt. I ain't got no insecure. Nothing. Okay, so yeah, girl, go sleep in there. And then he's still acting weird. So from the couch, I told her to go sleep in there, whatever. And Kenny's still doing his thing. And then okay, let's talk. Me and Kenny, we talk. We talk. Talk. How do you say that? He said, huh? I said, yeah. So he ain't made himself back up those stairs ever since that moment. I don't even think he knew where stairs. I don't even think he knew his legs can work with stairs. So I come back downstairs and gone. No way. No way. There is no. There is. That ain't even. I ain't even gonna ask. That's not even a question. You feel me, right? It's not a question. Y'all feel like, like, come on. Mm-mm. This is how I felt then. This is how much confidence that I had. This is how much I am assured of this bitch. Okay, let's go. And I know I keep saying I'm going to introduce crack cocaine. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. And okay. But we still gonna, okay, so she's in the room, and then Kenny still hasn't come upstairs, and I'm good. So after this happened, Kenny had to go to work the next day. He's with RTA, so he goes to work. He gone so quick, I don't even think he slept. I don't even know. I really don't even know if he was supposed to work that day, but he was gone. He was gone so quick. Okay. So old girl's still in the room, and I don't even think Kenny came upstairs, and I'm in the other room. Okay, let's go. So she gets up. I'm still being me. And this is something that did happen before Kenny went to work. We had a moment, and so after old girl was settled in the room, and I'm gonna say this here: Kenny was never the greatest love maker or in that aspect of things, but he was always willing to please and as far as our relationship, want to make me happy. But it wasn't the best, but I loved him and I know he loved me. Okay. So all these things happen to go on to say, even though we went our separate ways, and however, everything that I'm describing and what happened, it is true. And he wasn't able and could not express, but in the same sense, I knew how much we knew each other, know each other. Okay, so we go to the point to where this is the only man in my life I have ever loved at this point. And then at the same sense, it's in that 22-year-old mind, and it's because he's a provider and because who he is and what he displayed, even though that bullshit with his mom and we gonna have like a homicide, but okay. Okay, what? Okay. He loved me and I loved him the way we knew how to. Okay. We only had 13 minutes. So let's go into the point to where Kenny goes to work. I don't even see him. Old girl stinks. She's on the couch. And believe me, we gonna get all back to cash. Believe me, it's all quickly gonna tie into each other. But I don't got 30 minutes, but I gotta give you a visual. Okay, so let's go. Kenny going to work, and I can't believe like this woman is stinking as bad as she did in my closet. But okay, let's go. And then so when he goes off to work, she said that after all this happened, remember when I told you me and Kenny had a moment? So he never came upstairs that evening, but when I came downstairs, an old girl was asleep upstairs, and I came down, and as I came down, he looked at me, and he told me, and I remember this, and this is how much I knew that we loved each other, but we were young. But when I came down the stairs, he said to me, he said, "You are an amazing woman." And I can remember looking at him and him telling me this. He said, "You're an amazing woman. You surprise me all the time." And then he goes, I know I let you down. I know I disappoint you. He said something to that aspect. But he said, no matter what, you continue to amaze me. And I remember him showing me and expressing to me that admiration that he had for me. In that moment with that woman in the closet, because he knew that he really had me, and he knew how he was messing up. Okay, but I didn't. Okay, but that's not even the point. But in that moment, he, and I didn't know, expressed to me the most. Besides that moment in my life, I have never had anyone express to me love like that. Because he saw me and I saw him. But that's young love. We gotta go. Okay, it's time to grow. Get off that damn breast. Get on some solid food. Okay, yeah. Love him. Still to this day, that's my only love. Okay, boo. Oh my God. So all that happened, and then okay. So what happened next was he was off to work. So old girl, I said, okay, let's go. You gotta get up. So she got up, and then she still sting, and I'm telling her, okay, let's go where you want to go. And me and Kenny only had the one car, but he was working for RTA, so he can just walk up to wherever, catch on the RTA and do whatever, and everything was cool. And then he already knew old girl was in there, and he had already expressed to me how much he loved me, and how amazing I am. Amen. Thank you. And then time goes on, and what? Thank you. And then so let's go. So we get up. Wait, that bra is not fixed. Okay, that's a little bit better. But okay, the 52 recognize. Wait. Okay, so he's at work, and we get up, and we proceed on to where I smell her, but I'm not gonna disrespect her. And then this is really what happened next. So after the evening where Kenny expressed to me how he really felt me, and I really felt him, and that was generally me. And then so he never went back upstairs, went off to work. So old stinky girl, no, she didn't take a shower there, but I was like, okay. When she got up, I said, what you want to do? What are you going to do now? So at this time she expressed to me, and I said, well, how did you even meet my husband? And she said, oh, you guys are married? And I'm like, yeah, that's my husband. And she said, well, I got on the bus, and when I got on there, I couldn't pay, and he let me sit on the bus, but I didn't think, it seemed like he wasn't with anyone. I was like, oh, I was like, no, yeah, we're married. And then she goes, oh, and then she goes, well, um, um, he led me to believe we was gonna be together. I was like, oh. And she said, but, she said, yeah, but, and she a young girl. I don't even know. I don't even know. I want to say she's 19. I don't know. I don't know. And she said, but, before I even knew about you, and like right now, and um and this is really how she's talking. She's in my apartment and I'm listening to her. It's not making sense, but she's talking. So she proceeded, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I'm smelling her and I'm just like, by the grace of God, yes, I'm a talker, but I just sat there and listened. And she said, and then, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I was on the bus, and then I let him know that, and then I just rode the bus to the end. And then once I got there, I was just telling him how I'm feeling, and then all these things are going on. And then I just stayed on the bus, and then we just ended up here. And then this is the second trip, and oh. Yes, but you're so pretty. Oh, now I'm pretty? Excuse me, what the fuck that got to do with anything? I'm pretty. And I ain't pretty enough. I can't be pretty enough. Okay, so anyway, so at this point I was like, yeah, I was like, but it was I'm yeah, it's like, well, yeah, it's like, well, we're together, but we're not. And but how did you end up at our apartment? Because I don't, and then and she said, well, he had told me that you guys, like, he wasn't really into you no more, but you guys couldn't not live. It was cheaper for you guys to live together. I said, oh, that's true. And she said, so that's what happened. But she said, I wasn't being honest with him from the beginning because I moved out here from Louisiana. And then when I moved out here, I'm with this guy. So now there's another guy, and we live in this downtown LA, and then that's where, if you can take me there, that's where I want to go. And then so I said, okay, so we end up there. We had 23 minutes. So we end up there, I promise you guys. So we end up there, and then she's like, you're so pretty. Bitch, I see a mirror. They ain't got shit to do with what we talking about. But that's not the way I feel. But I think he kinda told me. Okay, so neither here nor there at this point. So it is like she's special, she's slow. And then I'm really thinking, I'm letting all these things happen. I promise you guys, I'm letting all these things happen because I'm thinking the whole time, I'm thinking, she stinks so bad. Did he really have sex with her? So I wanted to keep her around because I just couldn't believe. I just could not imagine her older. And then if this did happen, why didn't I? And I was like, I'll never say no. He couldn't have been that desperate. So that's why I really kind of allowed it to happen. Okay, we had 24 minutes. We can keep going. Okay, so I drove to, and then we go downtown, LA, and then at the same sense, she showed me where she was with old boy, And then yeah, the place stunk or whatever, and okay, whatever. I want okay, whatever. So I dropped her off and I looked at her and I was like, well, I hope you get it together or whatever. And she said whatever she said, and then I left. And really, I left on a good term to where I wish the best for you. That really is how we ended it, okay? This is that, okay. So I left, and then I go back to the same apartment where we live, the townhouse, and all that happened. And then Kenny, he comes back home, and okay, whatever. So multiple things go on, and okay, so how far? Okay, you got to get the book to really get the details, but he was a hoe, but not, but women, but okay, 26 minutes. So the next thing that happened was, I don't even want to introduce her yet. I'm going to let that stay to the side, but we're going to go this way. We're going to stay with old girl, Stanky Girl. We're going to stay with Stanky. Okay, so what happened next with Stanky was in the mail because whatever reason she got our address. And so in the mail, I got a letter addressed to me from Stanky. And then the letter, it went on to say, "You are the most stupid ass bitch I ever met. I can't believe you believe all that. You are dumb." And whoop, and she's going in. I was like, well, wow, damn, I'm that dumb. And I'm like, oh, I'm dumb. So then I didn't even show Kenny the letter yet. So now I'm thinking, okay, I got the letter in the mail, tearing me apart. So instantly, Kenny, he's working for RTA, he's at work. I got the car. I instantly drive over to where I dropped her off at. And then I'm going in there and I brought the letter, and then instantly I walk in there, and then I figure out the door, and bam 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 bam, and old boy Special, who she living with, he answered, and he's like, oh yeah, I know who you're talking about, but she don't live here anymore, and whoop de whoop de whoop. And I said, well, she sent me this letter. And I showed him the letter, and then he's like, "Oh, I don't know what you talking about, but she don't live here no more." He ain't that smart. He been prompted. But anyway, okay. So I left, and then I'm just hot, and then so I go back. I go back. I didn't see the girl. I go back to the apartment, and then oh, the girl I really don't want to bring in. We're at 28 minutes. Okay, I don't. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna bring her in yet. Okay, and then I'm back at the apartment, and then okay, we're at 29. I'm gonna stop it there. And I know we haven't got into the cocaine yet, but you guys gotta see all of this first. And then I'm about to stop, and I'm gonna keep going right now. I promise. Okay, right now. Back. Watch, same outfit. My daughter, she Mama, I need my hair, I need my weave done. So I couldn't get okay, so let's go. My real life according to who? Just me. Kyia. Okay, let's go. That's what I gotta do. Hashtag let's go, huh?